Hi everybody, we're the Traveling Champagnes, and in this video we're going to cover traveling with pets while RVing.
We will also go over
Boarding, sitting, and food on the road.
plus
Natural support for aging pets. So let's get started. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
First, I want to introduce you to somebody here. That's Candy Champagne, a puggle, and she's the one that we do all this preparation for. So we're going to start with this 20-foot tether line that we have, and we anchor it here, as you can see. Okay, and it goes to her, and we have a swivel on it. So when she's outside, she's running around and she can just swivel. It works out really good, right, Denise?
Yes, works out good. Perfect.
Okay, so that's number one. There we go. So now, step two, number two, we're gonna show you our seat belt. This is Candy's seat belt, okay? So as you can see, we're gonna take this and put it on her harness. Candy's a little out of breath. Candy's been running crazy today. Okay, so now we're gonna put her to her seatbelt. We're gonna hook her into her seatbelt here. And this is where Candy sits and lays and sleeps while we're RVing. And as you can see, she can't go anywhere, and that's her seatbelt. So we actually will put something here, like a little towel or something, and she curls right up there. So that's our number two things. And part of Candy's comfort is her toys. Look at this. Look at Candy loves her toys, and she has toys all around the house that we just keep for her. So Candy loves her toys. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that face. Look at that face. That's a cute thing. That's Mommy's baby. Yeah. That's Candy Champagne. I also wanted to let you know we have a bed for Candy. Candy likes to be right here. Sometimes we'll just let her sit right there, whether we're eating, like we go through somewhere where we just fast eating and not eating at the table. Candy loves to lay here between us. This is her little spot. So that's also a comfort area. And another thing, every time she comes in the RV, this is her point. She loves to sit here, and it kind of keeps her from slipping. So we always have this a rug somewhere, so she can just walk around and sit and be comfortable as opposed to sitting on the floor. And those are kind of the things that we do inside, and there are more. So let's go. Next, we have something I especially like. Okay, let me show you. This is a spillless bowl, water bowl. So it's pretty easy, as you can see. We're gonna put this in, and this acts as a float. Okay, so this goes in like this somehow. There we go. And then we put this on top here. See? Take a look. Okay. And next we just take this, put a little water in it, and voila, it's a spillless bowl. Okay, so it stays in the RV the whole time. We don't have to move it around or worry about her actually kicking it over. And as you can see, she drinks her water. Look at Candy Champagne. Yay, Candy! Now that we covered those things in the RV, I have one more thing that I want to show you. So take a look. It's called the Pet First Aid Kit. And we use this. This is her own kit. We have our own, supplies. However, this is her kit. So let me show you what's in here. And I saw this, someone else had it, and I had purchased it. And because Candy's always chasing things, she comes back with the burrs really deep burrs. She'll have all kinds of things, scratches and stuff. So let's open this up. And as you can see, basic first aid kit for your dog too. I thought this was just the best thing ever. So if you have time and you want to check something like this out, it has tape. I mean, this thing goes on and on in here. So if you really needed to do a little cleaning up on your dog, this would be the thing for you to have. And like I said, it's on Amazon, and it is the Pet First Kit. Now let's cover health vaccinations, paperwork, and the laws. Dogs and cats, they need their core vaccinations. And for dogs, that's the DHPP. And this vaccinations covers 4 highly contagious diseases. It covers distemper, hepatitis, parainfluenza, and parvovirus. And let me tell you, those are very serious viruses. They are lethal. Cats, they need the FVRC vaccine, and this covers 3 potentially fatal feline diseases. The 3 viruses it covers is the rhinotracheitis, the FVR, the colic virus, FCV, and the panleukopenia, FPV. So it's very important to keep your pets' vaccinations up to date. We have a reason why. It's because one reason we do, because we want her to be safe. But secondly, as if we put our dog in a kennel when we go on cruise ships. And it is not just a kennel, it's a spa, but let me tell you anyway. So we have to keep that up to date for that. And it's also because of our insurance. We use Trupanion. And that's one of the requirements, for the insurance. And also, we really like that insurance because one thing about them, they pay before, once the procedures are completed, they pay. You don't have to pay. You pay your deductible. There's no you pay and then they pay you back. So that's a really good insurance, and it's called Trupanion. The most important thing we like about Trupanion is when we leave our dog at the kennel and say she gets hurt, they have to approve any life-saving measures, and we could get back to a $20,000 vet bill. So in this instance, we would just pay our deductible, which is $750, and everything will be paid, and Candy would be well. Now let's talk about some nationwide laws, and there are 3 I wanted to cover. So first, let's talk about the leash law. Many states prohibit dogs from just running at large. So just keep an eye out when you go to a campground or whatever. Take a look and look for the signs. They'll have the little signs where you can see, that your dog has to be on a leash or not. Okay. Then there is the microchip law. Did you know microchips are typically implanted under the skin between the shoulder blades? Take a look. Many cities also have an ID requirement. The owner's name, at least one phone number, and the city where the owner resides. Let me show you. Also, you're going to need a pet certificate if you're crossing over into any of our neighboring countries. So if you have a pet certificate, health certificate, just keep that in your paperwork. And that way, if you get to a border crossing and things go a little awry and everything is required, then you will have your certificate, at hand. Next up, we're going to talk about gear and setup for on-the-road pet care. For dogs and cats, portable litter boxes, as you can see here. And for dogs, we have collapsible crates for inside the RV while you're gone. Some dogs are really rambunctious like candy champagne. Here we have a food storage bin, and as you can see, it closes tightly. Take a look at this food storage bin. You don't want your dog's food, to invite mice or, God forbid, bears if you're in a national park. So always keep your food in a food tight bin. I'm going to show you the bin that our dog, we feed our dog Farmer's Dog, and when we take her with us, we keep it in this storage container. We feed our dog the Farmer's Dog, and this is the way the container comes. And as you can see, it has her name on it, Candy. And when you first get the subscription, and I'm not being paid by them, Candy loves this. And trust me, Candy's 2 years old, and you won't believe how many food products we've tried. So when you first start, they send you this container. So when you are on the go, you can keep the food in the container like this and in the refrigerator. And when you're letting it thaw out, then it'll thaw out in a tight container. We don't, like I said, we don't want a lot of smells going around because you don't want to invite mice or whatever to your RV. So make sure you have a, airtight container. Previously, I showed you the spill-proof water bowl we have. Here's another image of it. That's our travel water bowl for Candy. We also suggest if you have an aging pet to get a heated pad. Their bones are really delicate at this point, so have a heating pad for your dog also. Next, we're going to talk about the GPS dog fence colors. I've checked out this halo, as you can see over here. This halo appears to be for a person. Let's say you're boondocking and you have a large area, an area where a dog could really run and play. So you set up the perimeter area that you want your dog to stay in, and it's controlled with the collar. It really looks good, but I haven't used that yet. So now let's talk about doggy daycares and pet care for your dog on the road. And we sometimes use that. We'll put our dog, if we're going to be gone for a long time, we'll take her to a doggy daycare where she'll have a good play with other dogs. So that really works for us. But anyway, you have boarding options such as pet resorts. Many pet resorts offer rates anywhere from $39 to $49 a day. Then you have Rover. There you can schedule a sitter to come in and walk your dog. If you're in a dog park, if you're in an RV camp, they'll come in and walk your dogs or sit with your dogs if you need that. And then they have mobile pet services like mobile vets. They're like the telemed type of thing. And I looked at this company called Vesters. You can see here, Vesters. And they look like they're pretty good. And then you have pet grooming RV services. They'll come in and they will groom your dog in their vehicle while you're, out. This could be really beneficial if your dog gets skunked. I saw that happen one time, and that's when I first noted those mobile pet grooming services. Let's say you somehow were unable to get your dog groomed on time and you were in a time crunch. You could have them come to your house and groom your dog there. So if you couldn't take them back and forth to the pet groomers. So those are a really good service. Lastly, let's go over essential checklist before you hit the road. Okay, so you're going to have updated pet records and vaccines. You're going to have a copy of your health certificates if you're going, across any of our borders. Food, treats, meds, and supplements for your pet, whatever they take. First aid kit, and don't forget the toys. They love their toys. And cleaning supplies, pet insurance, and your emergency contacts and vets that could be in the area. And when I say that, they have, you could just Google, and if you're going to an area, just look that up. And if you haven't, please like, subscribe, and share. We're the Traveling Champagnes, and we're going to take you along with us when we go cruising, when we go camping, when we go RVing, and so come along with us. Bye.